Before I start my welcome speech, we have Madam Mrs. Justice Ramanas also. May I request Jayashri to please offer a bouquet to Mrs. Ramana, please? Mrs. Jayashri, please offer a bouquet to Mrs. Ramana. Rajshri, sorry. Rajshri. My Lord, Mr. Justice N.V. Ramana, Honorable Judge, Supreme Court of India, my Lord, Mr. Justice Pradeep Nandaraj Jog, Chief Justice, Bombay High Court, my Lord, Mr. Justice B.N. Sirikrishna, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, Shri Indrajit Badwar, Editor, India Legal Magazine, Judges of the High Court, members from the National Company Law Tribunal, members from the Insolvency Bank and Bankruptcy Board of India, senior advocates, other advocates, distinguished guests of the dais, ladies and gentlemen. It's my proud privilege to welcome you all to this legal leadership conclave on insolvency and bankruptcy court being organized by publishers of India Legal Magazine in association with the Supreme Court Bar Association and some of the national law universities. This conclave is the first among the series of conclaves proposed to be organized by the India Legal Group to discuss a wide range of contemporary legal issues. Just to say a few words about the group, India Legal Magazine is the country's first weekly independent journal which covers an entire range of news, national current affairs, in-depth analysis encompassing the legal community, including courts, judges, members of the bar, and the legal education. Some of the country's legal and academic thought leaders are regular contributors to this magazine. This magazine is also part of the ENC group, whose outreach includes two 24/7 channels, APN TV and N1 News. Both the channels carry national news as well as in-depth interactive legal program, including a live daily legal helpline. There could not have been a better choice for us than Honorable Mr. Justice N.V. Ramana, Judge, Supreme Court of India, to inaugurate the Legal Leadership Conclave on Insolvency and Bankruptcy Court. Justice Ramana had occasion to deal with the issues relating to insolvency and bankruptcy law, and also with the establishment of the National Company Law Tribunal as well as National Company Law Appellate Tribunal, which are important organs for enforcement of the provisions of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. Sir, we are thankful to you for sparing your valuable time and agreeing to inaugurate this conclave. Sir, we look forward to you for your words of wisdom and guidance on this occasion. Justice B.N. Sirikrishna, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, has been chairing a large number of committees dealing with the reforms in the executive as well as in the judiciary. He was the chairperson of the committee for reforms in the financial sector, which gave a report, and most part of it has already been implemented. He was also chairperson of the committee constituted for reform in the field of alternate dispute resolution. Under his chairmanship, the committee has made useful recommendations for promoting institutional arbitration and promoting India as hub for international commercial arbitration. We thank Justice Sirikrishna for taking time from his busy schedule to attend this conclave. Honorable Justice Pradeep Nandaraj Jog, Chief Justice of the Bombay High Court, also very kindly consented to participate in this conference and guide us further as to how the provision of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code can be carried forward further. He will be addressing He will be giving his valedictory address today evening. Mr. Indrajit Badhwa, an accomplished journalist, heads the editorial operations of India Legal. He worked in USA for more than 2 decades. In the past, he was associated with ABC TV, India Today, News Track, Media Trans-Asia. Till recently, he headed G Files, India's leading magazine devoted to issues of governance and bureaucracy. Now, coming to the issue of economic reforms, with the opening up of the economy in early 90s, India has seen many economic reforms which has brought India to number 6 in the world economies in respect of its GDP growth. Maintaining a GDP growth rate of about 7% consistently for a number of years was not a small job, and India as an economy has proved that it is possible to do so. Talking about the recent initiatives taken by the government, I am of the view that in addition to the implementation of the Goods and Services Tax, that is GST, enactment of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code is a commendable initiative of the government which has helped India in jumping its position in the world ranking in ease of doing business. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code has changed the whole thought process in the business world, in as much as prior to its enactment, default invariably led to insolvency, and the process used to take decades, thereby eroding the value of the business. The thrust of the IBC is on revival of the business, and it is only when revival is not possible the insolvency process is initiated. The strict timelines given in the Act, establishment of strong regulator in the form of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, adjudicating authority, that is NCLT, and appellate authority, that is NCLAT, and information utilities for creating data bank, are all steps in the right direction to bring a sense of financial discipline among the business houses and resolution of dispute in a time-bound manner. And I think today, no news and no newspaper reporting is complete without reporting a development which has taken place in the insolvency sector for implementation of the IBC. However, the 2.5 years of functioning of the IBC and some of the judgments delivered by the tribunal and the courts has given rise to certain issues concerning the insolvency resolution professionals, financial creditors, operational creditors, functioning of the regulatory authority, etc. There are issues relating to cross-border insolvency for which solution need to be found out. The chapter relating to individual insolvency in the IBC is yet to be implemented. There have been hits and misses. As it matures, some are working overtime to puncture it, while others are waiting for it to deliver results. And fortunately, the Supreme Court, only 2 months back, has upheld the constitutional validity of the provisions of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. The objective of this legal leadership conclave is to bring the various stakeholders on a common platform to discuss the opportunities and challenges in implementing Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, and in particular, its impact on business houses and real estate sector. In the 2 technical sessions which we propose to hold after this inaugural session, the judges, members of the tribunal, officers of the regulatory authority, legal practitioners, representative of the industry, and financial institutions will be deliberating on the current issues and the possible solutions to ensure that the law is implemented in the spirit in which it was enacted. We will have a valedictory session thereafter in which we will get an opportunity to hear the views of Honorable Chief Justice of the Bombay High Court and senior representatives from the profession. On behalf of the organizers of the Legal Leadership Conclave, I welcome you all. I'm sure that today's deliberations amongst cross-sections of the stakeholders will enable us to clear some of the doubts on the effective implementation of the law. Once again, I thank all the dignitaries on and off the dais, distinguished delegates, members of the bar, and most importantly, dear students from the law school for their presence in this conclave. Thank you very much.